Save Africa.
In Ethiopia, at its capital, Addis Ababa, Emperor Haile Selassie, who sent 4 members of his Air Force to join Harambee Africa, speaks of the responsibilities of youth. The future prospect of a country depends upon its young people. The integrity and the well-being of the whole of Africa can be preserved only when its youth, with unceasing effort, has developed an acute sense of discrimination, thus adopting what is only essential and constructive, and discarding that which does not contribute to the goal and aspiration of the peoples of Africa. The youth of Africa must show to the world that they are determined to use the best of their knowledge to bring about continuous progress and the common goal of unity and greatness as a tangible objective of the African peoples.
Oh, excellent is thy name, thou hast set thy glory above the heavens. For out of the mouths of babes and sucklings are thou adding strength to still enemies and the avenger. With thy new name, O Jah, Rastafari.
when we talk, no dog bark, cause we are the original concrete art. You want proof? Now this is concrete proof, Lord. Hey, launch an attack, come make we launch an attack. Launch an attack, come make we launch an attack. Launch an attack, come make we launch an attack. Launch an attack, come make we launch an attack. With the word from we mouth, the meditation from we heart, say that we are gonna use and tear them apart. We cut and stout out. With them your kind of lyrics, we gonna mash them heart like time for we have a revolution. For Babylon, them a keep up corruption, and them a holding at the jail in a detention, and them a shoot up the youth and it no mention. Come and say every day we get up and we grumble, and all we do just a sit down and humble. We too soft, and black people come for be a tribulation, and black people come for fight liberation, and black people come for be a tribulation, black people come for fight liberation. I say we tired fi run and we tired fi hide. Time fi we get up and we fight fi we right. Tired fi run and we tired fi hide. Time fi we get up and fight fi we right. Me say people, are you ready? Blow! Oh Lord, come make we do Tapazuki rock steady. Blow! Oh Lord, come make we do it whenever you ready. Blow! Oh Lord, launch an attack, come make we launch an attack. Launch an attack, come make we launch an attack. People, launch an attack, come make we launch an attack. No, launch an attack, come make we launch an attack. Let the word from me mouth, the meditation from we heart, and that we are gonna use and tear them apart. We cut and stout out. With them your reggae music, we are gonna bust them heart like time for we have a revolution. And Babylon, them a keep up corruption. Fuck them a hold the youth them in detention, and them a shoot up Jaja children, it no mention. And all we do is sit down and humble. Every day we get up and a walk and a grumble. Man we too soft, man we too humble. Man we too soft, man we too humble. I may say people, are you ready? Bow! Oh Lord, me say we skank them, ya rhythm ya ready. Bravo! Oh Lord, launch an attack, come make we launch an attack. Yes, launch an attack, come make we launch an attack. Launch an attack, come make we launch an attack. Yes, launch an attack, come make we launch an attack. Look how long them have the pressure in we back, and them want we fi continue and don't look back. But the pressure so hot and we have to start chat. Me say people, are you ready? Blow! Oh Lord, come make we dance, Tapazuki rock steady. Blow! Oh Lord, because we skank them, ya rhythm, ya ready. Blow!
Bro, we struggle. That is the rule and protect of I life. Oh, man, Africans with African pride, rising to attain our rights. One more, heading up good for a nation to move forward. Africans with African pride, fighting to attain our rights. One more, heading up good for this nation to move forward. But make we can all unite, put each man different aside. Why can't we just come together, see some tribal wars and fight? Who knows better knows do better. As souls of collective inside may not be exposed to education, but surely know some from right. Africans with African pride, fighting to attain our rights. One more, shedding of blood for this nation to move forward. Africans with African pride, fighting to attain our rights. One more, shedding of blood for this nation to move forward. Step within a motivation, teach I to be self-sufficient. Don't want to depend on no one for attainment of my brain. Oh, these words are my calling. Children crying white squad tears, hunger rampant harvest plenty. Ooh, Africa, a free Indian Africa, free Africa, to all entire Africa, free Africa. Whoa, yeah. Africans with African pride, fighting to attain our rights. One more, shedding of blood for this nation to move forward. Africans with African pride, fighting to attain our rights. One more, shedding of blood for this nation to move forward. But make we can all unite, put each man difference aside. Why can't we just come together, seize this tribal war and fight? Who knows that I must do better? A force of collective insight may not be exposed to education, but surely knows wrong from right. Africans with African pride, fighting to attain our rights. One more, shedding of blood for this nation to move forward. Africans with African pride, fighting to attain our rights. One more, shedding of blood for this nation to move forward.
We already know that this is a gene that contributes to risk for depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. When we looked at their own children also had an epigenetic change in the same spot on a stress-related gene.
We're talking about multiple traumas for hundreds of years. Not only are you traumatized directly, you're seeing your friends, your cousins, and everyone in your environment being beaten, sold away from family, raped, mutilated, all of those things that were happening, and eventually, of course, lynched. But looking at those traumas, is it plausible that those people escaped stress-related illness? Not plausible.
We have with us online noted respected psychologist, creative thinker, problem solver, and keynote motivational speaker, Dr. Lakim Samaj. Good afternoon, Doc, and welcome.
I give thanks, my brother. I give thanks.
Yeah, good to have you on our program yet again. Yeah, this worrying trend, Doc, we're talking about murder, suicides here in Jamaica by people who have access to legal access to guns. Is the trend worrying?
Well, let me. That's the first thing to correct. It is not really a trend. It is not as common as we think, but because of the way it is, it gets the kind of publicity. On the average in Jamaica, in the average year, there are 1,000 or so people murdered. In Jamaica, we average roughly 1 suicide per week. So about between 50 and 55 people take their own life in the case of a year. So when you have a murder-suicide now, that's both going together. So then, of the 1,000 murders that will take place in the year, roughly, it's only about maybe 50 cases then that would be murder-suicide. So that there's 950 other murders that take place during the course of a year that has nothing to do with murder-suicide. It's a small part of the murder statistic. But because of what it is, and the publicity it gets, and who tends to carry it out. Now, we can go into the breakdown now, where we can pinpoint more clearly when it's likely to happen, where it's likely to happen, who is likely to do it, so we can intervene at that end. But it's really not as bad as it sounds.
Yeah, but so at what stage then, these things usually begin to unfold, where it is likely that it's going to happen if you don't put on your foot and intervene?
Well, more than likely, things start off early. You see, one of the biggest premeditated, let me give you some overall figures, huh?
Yes.
90% of murder-suicide is committed by men. All right, so it's not the other way around. It's not the woman kill the man and kill herself. 90% of the time is the man that do it. And 90% of murder-suicide is your spouse or your intimate partner. So it's a domestic thing. Huh? Interestingly, people over 55, their rate of murder-suicide is much higher than younger people. So that clearly it is something that will build up over a period of time. Yes, we have some young ones, but that's one of the most strange part of it, that the higher percent of it happening is with older couples. Like the most recent one, they were together 18 years or something like that.
Yes.
Now, men tend to kill the partner, huh? And sometimes also the children. But women involved in murder-suicide tend to kill the children and then kill themselves. So, we're seeing some interesting. 75% of murder-suicide occur in the home.
Yes.
And in the home, the majority occur, guess where we're in the home? Where do you think?
Yes, sir.
No, I'm saying if 75% of murder-suicide occur in the home,
yes. Mm-hmm.
Which room in the home you think most likely it would be?
Which room? I didn't get that.
Which room in the home?
Bedroom?
The bedroom.
Yes.
Now,
Seriously.
the gun is the most common weapon used in murder-suicide. So if you look at some issues now, there's a history of domestic violence. A gun is easily available and present. You put those two things together, and you're starting to see where the problem tends to need work. You take a situation where, if you notice now, a significant number of the murder-suicide in Jamaica are policemen and soldiers. So here's a man who has easy access to a weapon. The Jamaican men don't talk about them problems.
Yeah, true.
They don't talk to nobody. And, so when something reaches a certain point, and there's a line that men use in Jamaica sometimes when things went bad, if me can't have her,
nobody can have her.
Exactly. Nobody else can have her. So, this thing cut her up in her face and all of that. But the notion that you kill the person. Now, what I tend to say many times, is that what the real plan is to kill yourself. That's the first thing. You plan to kill yourself because, you can't without it. But then, no, before you do that, you will get rid of her. But you plan to kill yourself anyway because, the loss of this relationship, what she has done you and so on, life isn't worth living anymore. So we're seeing two things now, domestic violence and we're seeing depression. Because if you're depressed, depression is a situation where you really don't see no way forward. You don't see no way out of it. You can't see no better happening. So that if that's the case, then the more likely thing to do is to kill yourself.
Yeah. What about those persons who are on the outside looking in, realizing that this is likely to happen? What role can persons on the outside looking in play?
Okay. Oftentimes people on the outside would have heard the party talking the talk for a while. You say, boy, watch me on her. It now go so. And you keep hearing that thing and so on. I mean, it is your responsibility to talk sense into the person. I remember when I was on radio in my night doctor days, a man calling one night, this woman left a man thing and how depressed and how kill himself and thing, and because, the man kill himself and anyhow, he breathes so where she live, will kill her too and all of that, and the man talk. And I said to them, and Mr. Boss, must play a tune for your person to go any further. And me draw a motor tune, Great Kings of Africa.
Yes.
You know that tune there?
Yeah, man.
me draw the motor tune from the man and say, boss, we are kings. Huh? We are kings. And you go make, and in Africa, all of man, a king, all of 5, 10 queens. And you go make one woman make you turn eat that and want to kill yourself. Me lose half of you, boss. Me lose half of you. If she don't understand the majesty that you are, and she don't understand the importance of a man like you in her life, and she decides to go, if she lose, let her go on.
Yes.
I bet the man reason for an hour. I said, boy, you're right, you're right. So I'm saying that there are levels at which we have that kind of responsibility. You hear a virgin talking kind of foolishness. Sometimes your man, woman up this man and we're the boss. You're right. We can't encourage some kind of behavior. And that's the first thing that we need to do. If persists, you realize the person needs help. You have to get them help because the behavior is continuing, and especially if it is somebody who has access to a weapon.
What kind of help, though, we're talking about?
Well, the counseling. Sometimes, there's other things that tighten it up, such as there's financial problems, the other stresses in their life and so on. But it involves some form of counseling where the person can see ways and means of resolving their disputes without it resorting to death or any such thing.
Yeah, so collectively we have a role to play when we see signs and so on.
Yes, once and typically you hear it, because it's not like the person just quietly just plan it and so on. They talk it around them friends, they talk it for a while, and then people hear, but those things are not idle chatter. Once you hear a person start talking that kind of talk and saying that kind of thing, we have a responsibility to intervene.
Yes, definitely.
One case in which I've been planning an intervention for years now, and I really, with what we're seeing now, I really feel like to step it up. I call it constructive disengagement. Now, you know how you engage with somebody and you take time and build a relationship? We have to start to teach people how to constructively disengage, constructively end a relationship. And here's a method that I'm proposing that we use. I want to do it in the form of a dance. You come to this dance, the dance will go for 3 hours, from 9 o'clock to midnight. And you come there, and the first tune we're going to draw is members only. You know the big tune, boss?
Yes.
It's a private party, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Just bring your broken heart, all right? So we're inviting all people who you lose somebody, your man left, your man at this, huh? And the first hour, we're going to play all the songs about people leaving people. So what we're starting with? Dry Cry. My Woman, She's Gone, Bob Marley. Wayne Wonder. The Saddest Day of My Life is what?
The Manhattans.
When she left with a broken heart. Exactly. Tune after tune. So when you hear Sizzler, Bob Marley, all sort of big artists singing about woman left them. So boss, I know you first woman left. I know you first.
And you won't be the last.
I certainly won't be the last.
Mm-hmm.
So we go through an hour of that, you know. And make it not mad that whatever happened to it happened already. You see, after we go through that, and people will start ball. And then now, the next hour we start playing the tunes from the other side now. Start to draw again now. I will survive. Eh? And you just start draw the big tune and show people that you can, you draw Baby Sham, you know, I get stronger. The more you push me around, the more you diss me, I get stronger. So using the music plus the reason in between to walk people through the emotion.
Yeah, constructive disengagement, as you said, Doc.
That's what we call it, boys. Constructive disengagement.
Mm.
We're not doing enough of that.
Yeah, man. All right, we'll have to leave it here so do we know, Doc. But it was very good having you, and we'll leave it at that. And as we say, we all have a role to play, and the constructive disengagement is something that we need to pursue. Yeah?
Respect, Nana.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Take care.
Yeah, Dr. Lakem Samaj there. Noted psychologist, as we try to discuss and try to help people, because we know at least one man right now might take heed. And of course, the whole situation in America is at a very interesting stage right now in terms of the building up to the presidential elections. And right now we see in America where it's almost a choice between two evils. And right now, the situation regarding Mr. Trump and Mrs. Clinton is at a case now right now where it's neck and neck when it comes to in terms of polls and so on as to who is likely to be the next president. So guess what? We better get used to the fact that Donald Trump could be the next president of USA, you know. Seriously, you know. Very serious. Because I was watching even some program this morning on CNN, and I see some serious people who are say intelligent and know what them about, saying it's Trump them going with. You know, the other day, you know, recently we had some brethren, you know, and we were out, you know, somewhere out St. Andrews, near Priory, you know, a little kind of always spar and have some constructive, deep reasoning under some good old Jamaican herbs and, you know, real reasoning, biblical history and, you know, the whole consciousness and, you know, history in particular will come up back and we'll talk about, you know, modern day stuff and, you know, the conversation, you know, when man and man sit down, you know, you flow from subject to subject and from different reason to different reason. And, you know, the subject reach Trump. So we ask our brethren, say, who live in America? Because him just come down from America. And him say, I will ask him, say, oh, look, Trump look like him can really get this thing, yeah. The man say yes. The man say yes, Donald Trump look like him can win and become, you know what happened after that? No. Everything mash up, you know. All of the conscious speaker and everything, everybody just cut. A man can't be here to take that. A man can't take. For no say Donald Trump can be the next president of the United States of America. So it's a serious thing, you know. So we're watching that one. And we also watching the situation here. Before, not even Jamaica, we're watching the situation in America where the police, again, you know, is on the case of certain black individuals in the United States. Today there was another one that surfaced where a man was trying to help a man on the street. And the police come over and shot the man. That's another shooting in America today, where a white police and a black white police officer and another black man. And it's a thing that has intensified in recent times. And guess what? These are just the ones that we say because of social media. But you must remember, say, the history, especially in America where police on blacks is deep. We're talking about, because remember, you know, after the whole slavery thing, they had to come up with something, the Jim Crow laws and something, and then the whole segregation and lynching, over the years. And we see now where, the lynching has taken a new level. So it's modern day lynching. It's happening in America right now. And we heard Mr. Trump says he's planning to make America great again. And we know when Mr. Trump says he's planning to make America great again, we know how it is viewed. We are planning to make America white again. That's the view. We have a very special interview right now on this radio here of IRA FM. Many of us growing up and we heard, clippings, and we all thought, yes, this was the voice of Marcus Garvey and so on over the years. And we want to thank the UNIA, headed by Mr. Stephen Golding, for arranging this interview for us. Of course, the whole Marcus Garvey celebrations is happening on August 21 here on IRA FM in the courtyard of IRA FM. And among one of the guests is one of the persons we will be having now, Mr. Rob Semple, the man who carries the spirit of Marcus Garvey, the man who portrays Marcus Garvey in speech and culture and presentation. And he is joining us now on the Stepping Razor. Good afternoon, Mr. Semple, and welcome.
Greetings, Brother Roger. How are you doing?
I'm great, and it's an honor to have you on the program today, man.
Likewise, my brother.
Yeah,
likewise.
For real. And, what I ask you, Rob, because we're trying to arrange, a tape from one of your presentations. Tell us about Rob Semple and Marcus Garvey.
Well, how much time you have, Brother Roger? First of all, I was born in Guyana, and I have been keeping the name, the spirit, the ideologies, and the philosophies of Marcus Garvey alive for the last 35 years with my one-man cultural and education presentation. When I realized, during my research, I should say, the contributions that Marcus Garvey had made to this universe and what he had been saying 60, 70, 80 years ago is so applicable today that I felt it. I felt that I owed a responsibility and the honor to not only myself as an artist, but also to the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Communities League, the organization that Garvey founded, to keep his spirit alive. So I've been doing this one-man presentation, almost 3 decades now, well, over 3 decades, and it has taken me and the spirit of Garvey in many parts of the world.
Yes, because here, you travel all over the world and you have moved audiences as well, and we're certain that you'll be coming to move the audience here again. But we notice, we also see, in terms of the spirit, the whole attire, the whole oratory of Marcus Garvey being your presentation. Tell us about the idea, of bringing that to life to us in this modern day generation.
Well, I chose to do it in the regalia because, one, that was much more of the image that one saw about Garvey. And once I done that regalia, the transformation takes place. As I said, I've been doing it a long time. I've done it, throughout the United States. I've done it there in Jamaica, and I'm looking forward to coming back there next month. And, I've been to Bermuda. I've been to Virgin Islands, to St. Lucia, to Ghana, Senegal, Stockholm, Berlin, London, Sweden. And when I went to Senegal in 1999, Brother Roger.
Yeah.
When I got done with my presentation, I sat in a room and cried like a baby. I've never before cried and felt so good because of what just happened. Here it was that I took the name, the spirit, the ideologies, the words, the image of Garvey to the motherland. Garvey never physically made it to the motherland, but his impact there was tremendous. And to know that I went there on Gorée Island in Senegal, just above the door of no return, where our ancestors left the continent for the last time. It was extremely emotional. And as I mentioned a moment ago, in donning that regalia, that transformation is what really takes me someplace else. I have extreme difficulty, just doing it. Maybe let's say in street clothes or so, but which I have done. Yeah, I've done it, on radio in the regalia, because of the whole transformation. So, I am a professional actor, Brother Roger, but what I've been doing with Garvey these many years,
yes,
it's not an act. It's been a part of me. It's something that I have full control of, because in this society in which we live, once you got a project or a product that somebody feels that they can really run away and really make a bundle from, they do it. So, I'm looking forward to being part of the 2016 Marcus Garvey Awards there in Jamaica.
Yes.
And with IRE FM.
Yes, definitely. So literally, when Marcus Garvey said, "Look for me in the storms and the whirlwind," and that so on, this is the spirit that comes through you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, absolutely, without a doubt. And the responses that I've been getting, because I remember when the first time I did it in Jamaica, it was in 1987. We were celebrating the 100th anniversary of the work of Marcus Messiah Garvey. And I did it at the Wyndham Hotel, the then Wyndham Hotel. It's no longer, as you probably well know. And I would never forget, I had an interview with Marcus Garvey's niece, Ruth Prescott, about a half an hour before I did my presentation. And learning about Garvey from her kind of fueled my fire, because, you can read all the books, Race First, opinions, philosophies and opinions of Marcus Garvey, and numerous books, on Garvey. But to sit and talk with a family member who actually lived in the house with him, because I wanted to know the other side of Garvey. Did he walk around the house barefoot? Did he smoke a pipe? And you read about his asthma condition. And when I did that interview with Sister Ruth Prescott, just a half an hour before my presentation, it took me someplace else. And I would never forget, my brother, at the end of my presentation, Ebo Cooper from Third World came up to me and said, "Brother Ron, that was something else. Could you open for us at Sunsplash?"
Whoa.
which was about a day or two. And Sunsplash, Third World came on like about 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Excuse me. But unfortunately, I couldn't, because I had to be back in New York that very day, that Sunsplash. So, being there in Jamaica and being there in Senegal and Ghana at the Elmina Castle in Ghana, to take Garvey to the continent has been, a couple of the highlights of my presentation on the spirit of Marcus Garvey.
Yes, and quickly, it is also said that you're almost the striking resemblance of the man himself in terms of height and stature and voice, oratory.
And it really started. I was attending a wedding in Brooklyn, New York, and there was a stained glass image of Garvey, And a woman just turned and looked at me and looked at the stained glass and said, "Ron, you know, you have a resemblance to Garvey," and that kind of motivated me to look into and start doing research on Garvey. And so once that regalia is on and that whole image, you know, it could be eerie, because I remember doing it down in Halfway Tree there, and the brothers and sisters were just absolutely mesmerized, you know, to see just the imagery.
Yeah.
I mean, of Garvey.
We are still mesmerized even up to this day. But we want to thank you very much for joining us today, and we'll certainly see you at the courtyard of IRFM on August 21 in all your glory.
Absolutely, and I'll also be doing a part of my presentation at the awards.
Yes,
on
yes.
August 17th.
Yes,
and I'd like to thank my
yes.
brother Steve Golden.
Definitely.
You know, who I've known for a very long time, and I'm looking forward to being in the company of you guys, my brother.
Yeah, man. So we see you. So thank you very much for joining us today, and the audience will certainly look forward to that. So all the best. We'll see you then.
One love, my brother.
All right, take care. That was Rob Semple, the man who portrays Marcus Garvey in this 21st century.
Brothers and sisters, good evening. I'm Marcus Messiah Garvey. I'm the founder and first President General of the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Communities League, an organization determined to unite all the black people of the world into one great body to establish a country and government absolutely their own. We are the descendants of a suffering people. We are the descendants of a people determined to suffer no longer. We shall organize 400 million black people of the world into one vast organization to plant a banner of the freedom of Africa. Because whatsoever man has done, man must do. And me takes looking into your eyes, me see men rising up in the cause of African freedom. Yes, I see a Brutus reading in his tent of Philippi, a Richard Coeur de Leon bearing down on the galleons of Spain, a Marshal Joffrey marching before the French artillery to win at the Marne, everlasting glory for France. In the eyes of some of you women, Monsieur Florence Nightingale rising up to do service, not on the Crimean battlefield, but on the battlefield of Africa, leading hundreds and thousands of Black Cross nurses, followed by legions who have come out to do battle for the great continent of Africa. Yes, I see a Joan of Arc.
A lot of people don't like my comedy. A lot of white people don't like my comedy. A lot of white people say this to me. Hey, Amir. Hey. You get on stage. You make your jokes about white people. You say white people this, white people that. What if I did something like that, huh? What if I got on stage and I said, yeah, black people are like this, Muslims are like that. You'd probably call me a racist, wouldn't you? And I say, yeah, I would. Yeah, you should never do that. That's bad for your health. They're like, well, you do that, Amir. You do that. You get on stage, you make your jokes about white people. Don't you think that's a kind of racism? Don't you think that's dun 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 reverse racism? So no, I don't think that's reverse racism. Not because I think reverse racism doesn't exist, right? If you ask some black and brown people, they'll tell you flat out there is no such thing as reverse racism. I don't agree with that. I think there is such a thing as reverse racism, and I could be a reverse racist if I wanted to. All I would need would be a time machine, right? And what I'd do is I'd get in my time machine, I'd go back in time to before Europe colonized the world, right? And I'd convince the leaders of Africa, Asia, the Middle East, Central and South America to invade and colonize Europe, right? Just occupy them, steal their land and resources, set up some kind of like, I don't know, trans-Asian slave trade where we exported white people to work on giant rice plantations in China. Just ruin Europe over the course of a couple of centuries so all their descendants would want to migrate out and live in the places where black and brown people come from. But of course, in that time, I'd make sure I set up systems that privilege black and brown people at every conceivable social, political, and economic opportunity. The white people would never have any hope of real self-determination. Just every couple of decades make up some fake war as an excuse to go and bomb them back to the Stone Age and say it's for their own good because their culture's inferior, and then, just for kicks, subject white people to colored people's standards of beauty, so they end up hating the color of their own skin, eyes and hair. If, after hundreds and hundreds of years of that, I got on stage at a comedy show and said, hey, what's the deal with white people? Why can't they dance? That would be reverse racism.
Marvin, thank you. You've been great. Good night.
But we must also expand our moral imaginations to understand and empathize with all people. The middle-aged white guy who you may think has all the advantages, but over the last several decades has seen his world upended by economic and cultural and technological change and feels powerless to stop it.
You need to understand that white folks got problems too.
You gotta get in his head too.
And he loved his master more than his master loved himself. That's why he didn't want his master hurt. If the master got sick, he'd say, "What's the matter, boss? We sick?" When the master's house caught a fire, he'd try and put the fire out. He didn't want his master's house burned. That was the house Negro.
children say it loud. Make them know we're still black and proud. Scabba-dabba-dab. Scabba-dabba-dab. From Egypt to Timbuktu, from Morocco to South Africa too. We walk proud over the land. Out of Africa it all began. Gab thought race first. African slave was not a curse. We can accomplish what we will. Great Africa was great, we are still. Come children, say it loud. Make them know we're still black and proud. Scabba-dabba-dab. I'm black and proud. I'm black and proud. Scabba-dabba-dab. I'm black and proud. Gabba Gabba rise again. Take her from this evil den. Gabba Gabba rescue it from this ideology. Marcus Garvey rising from earth, like Moses picked from birth. Come children, say it loud. Make them know still black and proud. Scabba-dabba-dab. I'm black and proud. I'm black and proud. Scabba-dabba-dab. I'm black and proud. If you don't know where you're coming from, you won't know where you're going. A people without the knowledge of their past is like a tree without roots. Africa for Africans, those at home and those abroad. If you have no confidence in yourself, you are twice defeated in the race of life. But with confidence you have won, even before you have started. Come children, say it loud. Make them know we're still black and proud. I'm black and I'm proud. I'm black and I'm proud. Children, say it loud. Make them know we're still black and proud. Every time I hear the sound, the sound, the sound, the sound, the sound. Every time I hear the sound, every time I hear the sound, every time I hear the sound, the sound, the sound, the sound, the sound, the sound that is not my name. Mr. Brown, Mr. White, that no right, lad. And every time I hear the sound, 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 the sound, the sound, the sound, the sound. In a dance, I jump on a prance, rocking every top instead of dance, I'll cock and the gun start back. And every time I hear the sound, 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 the sound, the sound, the sound, the sound, the sound. The Russian and the American, all of them have a plan how to free we the African. Man, what a confusion. Lord, and every time I hear the sound, 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 the sound, the sound, the sound, the sound, the sound. Them say run, don't walk, shut your mouth, don't talk. Them say comb your head, nasty dread. Them say drum and bass no have no tears. Them say disco beat sound more sweet. Every time I hear the sound, 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 the sound, the sound, the sound, the sound. Listen. me little butter pan, them no understand. And me one just a travel the land with me little dirty pan, them no understand. Me no have no friend in a society. Me still a search my identity. Me walk downtown and everyone found a just me one just a travel the land with me little dirty pan, them no understand. I just me one just a travel the land with me little butter pan, them no understand. Me walk the lane in a sun and rain, me no feel no pain, me no have no shame. I just me one just a travel the land with me little dirty pan, them no understand. My family left for heaven last year, and society said them no care. Them say me mad, me feel bad. Me no have no friend, no money to spend. Not just me one with me little butter pan, them no understand. I just me one just a travel the land with me little dirty pan, them no understand. Me cooking a it and me take it make it. Me no have no bed fi lay me head. And me one just a travel the land with me little butter pan, them no understand. And society say them no care, or maybe it's true, them don't aware that a man like me still trying to be free from this misery. Just me one just a travel the land with me little butter pan, them no understand. I just me one just a travel the land with me little dirty pan, them no understand. Them pass me on the street and it's them teeth, but me laughing on my mind cause I know me commit the crime. I just me one just a travel the land with me little butter pan, them no understand. And it's just time, and then we see that is not me create the society and make it stink. I just me one just a travel the land with me little butter pan, them no understand. I just me one just a travel the land with me little butter pan, them no understand.
Because I will always break those barriers and burn down bandage. Oh Lord God Almighty, grant me privilege. You see, I have to overcome all the wicked, them and them false things. I have no white God, don't teach me anything wrong. Who the white God save me from white man oppression? I have no white God, it's just a black messiah. My white God don't bless, so him not bless his. I have no white God, teach me anything wrong. Who the white God save me from white man oppression? I have no white God, it's just a black messiah. If a white God don't bless, so him not bless. I want what is rightful mine, so me now stay mute. Your system is designed to distract me from the truth, but it will come to pass. Unknown unto the youth. In the process of time, we will know the truth. To give we white God to praise in slavery. The doctrine follow on in the black community. The black messiah you try to shield with fantasy, but we not gonna make you destroy the love with luxury. That's why
They had learned much of their racing skills not from the English, who were famous for raising horses, but in West Africa, where there was a large population, great herds of horses, and riding was a great sport.
Blackness, that black power.
Hey yo, and then she not go cry for no guy in a no three-piece suit. No pretty boy in a no Chris Nike boot. She no ball for no dapper, she no cry for no dupe. She shed those lonely tears for the little ghetto youth. They're balling starry, ex-news and cleaner. Food might be dirty, but his heart is much cleaner than those politicians fighting down Sensimania. And get up every day, them want to run this arena. Extra, read all about it. Get a youth in need and there is no doubt about it. If baby want feed and can't do without it, big 45 going to scout it. Oh no, the youth them balling out. And you they get a youth them balling out. Hey, the youth them calling out. And you they get a youth them balling out. Well, justice are where the youths them need overall. The way them deal with mankind, all my gals start bad. Justice are where the youths them need overall. The way them deal with mankind. Listen, no I'm on this Jack and Jill went up the hill to sell some marijuana. Took up the bed, they broke Jack on and Jill came tumbling after. Think about beef, she daughter, sheep to deep in the pasture. And if one try that again, it's going to bring disaster. Kings of the Lord of everlasting, never last. Inspired I and I to be a microphone blaster. Men I go bow down to no slave master. Head the youth them first and ask the questions them after. Now justice are where the youths them need overall. The way them deal with mankind, all woman start bad. Justice are where the youths them need overall. The way them deal with mankind. Then she not gon' cry for no guy in a no three-piece suit. No pretty boy in a no Chris Nike boot. She no ball for no dapper, she no cry for no dupe.
RASTAFARI. Oh, excellent is thy name, thou hast set thy glory above the heavens. For out of the mouths of babes and sucklings are thou art in strength to still enemies and the avenger. With thy new name, O Jah Rastafari. Then
with them. So you lock them down and you think that you won, but them a whole a meditation. Out in a iration. Them a follow Rastafari and I live upright. So tell me where you are gonna do now. Tell me what you gonna do now. Tell me what you gonna do
rather let's sit and talk. Make wait and murmur not. Soon you will find out the man I'm supposed to be.
once knew a nigga whose real name was William. His primary concern was making $1 million, being the illest hustler that the world ever seen. He used to fuck movie stars and sniff coke in his dreams. A corrupted young mind at the age of 13. Nigga never had a father and his mom was a fiend. She put the pipe down, but for every year she was sober. Her son's heart simultaneously grew colder. He built a reputation cause he could hustle and steal, but got locked once and didn't hesitate to squeal. Starting fights over little shit up on the block. Stepped up to selling mothers and brothers to crack rock. Working overtime, making money for the crack spot. Hit the jackpot and wanted to move up to cocaine, fulfilling the Scarface fantasy stuck in his brain. Tired of the block niggas treating him the same. He wanted to be major like the cutthroats and the thugs, but when he tried to step to him, niggas showed him no love. They told him any motherfucking coward can sell drugs. Any bitch nigga with a gun can bust slugs. Any nigga with a red shirt can front like a blood. Even Puffy smoked the motherfucker up in the club. But only a real thug can stab someone till they die. Standing in front of them, staring straight into their eyes, Billy realized that these men were well guarded, and they wanted to test him before business started. Suggested raping a bitch to prove he was cold-hearted. So now he had a choice between going back to his life or making money with made men. Up in his sight, his dreams about cars and ice made him agree a hardcore nigga is all he ever wanted to be. And so he met them Friday night at 2:45.
I'm falling and I can't turn back. I'm falling and I can't turn back.
They drove around the project slow while it was raining, smoking blunts, drinking and joking for entertainment, until they saw a woman on the street walking alone, 3 in the morning, coming back from work on the way home. And so they quietly got out the car and followed her. Walking through the projects, the darkness swallowed her. They wrapped her shirt around their head and knocked her onto the floor. This is it, kid, now you got your chance to be raw. So Billy yoked her up and grabbed the chick by the hair and dragged her into a lobby that had nobody there. She struggled hard, but they forced her to go up the stairs. They got to the roof and then held her down on the ground, screaming, "Shut the fuck up and stop moving around." The shirt covered her face, but she screamed and clawed. So Billy stomped on the bitch till he broke in her jaw. Them dirty bastards knew exactly what they were doing. They kicked her until they cracked her ribs and she stopped moving. Blood leaking through the cloth, she cried silently. And then they all proceeded to rape her violently. Billy was made to go first, but each of them took a turn, ripping her up and choking her until her throat burned. A broken jaw mumbled for God, but they weren't concerned when they were done and she was lying bloody, broken and bruised. One of them niggas pulled out a brand new 22. They told him that she was a witness for what she'd gone through, and if he killed her, he was guaranteed a spot in the crew. He thought about it for a minute, she was practically dead, and so he leaned over and put the gun right to her head. Right before he pulled the trigger and ended her life, he thought about the cocaine with the platinum and ice, and he felt strong standing along with his new brothers. Cocked the gat to her head and pulled back the shirt cover, but what he saw made him start to cringe and stutter, cause he was staring into the eyes of his own mother. She looked back at him and cried cause he had forsaken her. She cried more painfully, and when they were raping her, his whole world stopped. He couldn't even contemplate. His corruption had successfully changed his fate, and he remembered how his mom used to come home late, working hard for nothing, cause now what was he worth? He turned away from the woman that had once given him birth, and crying out to the sky cause he was lonely and scared, but only the devil responded cause God wasn't there. And right then he knew what it was to be empty and cold, and so he jumped off the roof and died with no soul. They say death takes you to a better place, but I doubt it. After that they killed his mother and never spoke about it. And listen, cause the story that I'm telling is true, cause I was there with Billy Jacobs and I raped his mom too. And now the devil follows me everywhere that I go. In fact, I'm sure he's standing among one of you at my shows, in every street cipher listening to little thugs flow. He could be standing right next to you and you wouldn't know. There's no diversity because we're burning in the melting pot. So when the devil wants to dance with you, you better say never, because a dance with the devil might last you forever.
Vybz Kartel Merchandising Company donates first of many computers to schools. Greater Portmore High School has received a computer from official VK Line. Principal Ricardo Ross recently accepted on behalf of the school an HP laptop. The computer was handed over by the brand manager of official VK Line. This is one of many as the company has announced a plan to donate at least one computer to every high school in Portmore. This move is part of the company's GEL program, which is Gaza Education and Literacy. The GEL program seeks to assist in increasing all forms of literacy in the youth of Kartel's hometown. Official VK Line, the clothing line authorized and endorsed by Vybz Kartel, is set to be officially launched very soon. The clothing line will feature male and female tops, shorts, footwear, in addition to other articles of clothing.
This is the greatest festival song of all time, in my opinion. Baby, your story. Astronauts.
I'm a born Jamaica, I'm a son of the sun. I love the sea, I love the sun, Lord, I love this land. Don't matter where I go, Jamaica is my home. I love the girls, coconut water and white rum. I hear some people say they are going away, but if I even leave, I won't be going
Yeah, this is Stanley, you know. Stanley's another whole real festival. Tete, you know, man. I tell you.
That's why I wrote this song. So let me tell you all
love FIFA Roy Rain, man. Greetings. Hello?
Yes, beloved.
Yeah, man. Bless up yourself and welcome. What a go on?
Greetings to you and to IUFM.
Yes. Bless up. Thanks.
And especially greetings to Queen Kabu. Yeah, I'm calling from Atlanta. There's a little reason in our life with this guy. First of all, I notice your growth and development, you and Kashima. I know you're getting some good tutoring, and I'm very happy about that. You talk about the culture, right?
Yes.
And that we are losing our culture, and it's by design.
Yeah.
And as a old farmer myself, there is no culture without agriculture. You know what I'm saying? And I want to big up all the youth them who see agriculture as a noble profession.
It is a noble profession, whether you're young or not, whether you're young and see it that way. It is noble, straight.
Yeah, but it was a project to us coming up
that way.
As agriculture as being a noble profession. Agriculture was looked on as dirty work, and we can't do better, so we go to the land, which is a myth. It's another form of technology that the enemy use against us. Kind of piggybacking on something that Muta was talking about last night, about where the guns coming from and where the drugs coming from, and he was elaborating that they were trading guns for drug, and now they're talking about 80.
Yeah, man.
And 80. Well, guns is not made in 80.
Haiti and Jamaica are the easiest names to call, man.
Hello?
I say Haiti and Jamaica are the easiest names to call. When it
Yes, and believe me, it's by design. There's a lot I want to say, but I don't want to be all over the place. You know, when you talk about culture, you know, anywhere we go in the world as Jamaican, we usually stands out.
Yeah.
And there's a program. It's like a global program of destabilization. The guns coming into Jamaica and the guns coming in Jamaica is to incite violence among the people and to destabilize the whole region and black people on a whole. Is what I'm saying, because you don't see black people killing no other race of people. We're killing ourselves. You see, is what I'm saying? And to destabilize the family is to destabilize a race of people. And all of this is by design. That's what I'm saying. You talk about culture in Jamaica. I can tell you this as a fact, and I know a lot of people listening, right? I've traveled extensively, and I've lived in the United States for a while. And I can tell you there is no place on earth. I haven't gone to the continent yet. I'm looking forward to setting foot on the continent. But as far as all my travels so far, there's no place on earth is better than Jamaica. And you see all the expatriates and the foreigners buying up the land, and they destabilize the country, and then country like Jamaica suffer from brain drain. Because some of the brightest minds that I've met in my travels are Jamaican, and they're not serving Jamaica well. All of us need to think about coming home, because quiet as it kept, we are second-class citizens. They don't care where you're from or what you look like. When the police stop you, it doesn't even matter. You're gonna be treated likewise. And in Jamaica, tourism is key. So they say, we treat foreigners with respect, with open arms and with love. But when you come to their country, they treat you like you're nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Anyway, we have to leave it here, so brother. Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, man.
To all the farmers, them, and to all the youth, them. Go back to agriculture, because there's no culture without agriculture.
And definitely. Right? Bless up. All right. Yeah, speaking about that, we noticed the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago was here on state visit, red carpet treatment. Saw him and the private sector people finally, so it looked like Jamaican, they look like they won't treat Jamaicans bad again anytime we go to Trinidad airport. Well, because, them got the royal treatment when them come. Hey, we not easy, We treat people royally, and when we... Is that thing we can't understand it with Jamaicans? Why? We're different. We're different, man, for real. So we see also where the Africa Union has finally launched the long-awaited African passport as part of the Bloc's 2063 agenda. The passport was launched during opening of the 27th AU Summit in Kigali, Rwanda. The passport is aimed at facilitating the free movement of people in the continent. It's a good thing, but I just hope that there's no other race of people there behind this, or no other people, who don't have African interests at heart. So we need to know. 2063 agenda, enough of we know about them time still, but, you have a plan from now. The project, which was agreed upon last year, aims to improve intra-African trade and ease the movement of domestic goods between member of states. So hope it won't become something like, even in a CARICOM, where you have a CARICOM passport and still get disrespect when you go to another country. Yeah. So we see now where there has been some skepticism whether the African passport would materialize, considering that the calls by the AU for open borders have previously fallen on deaf ears. However, it could still be a long wait before ordinary people like me and you can get the passport, as the document remains the privilege of the heads of government and diplomats. So it's a work in progress, the African passport. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on.
I'm on? Am I on?
Yes, you're on the stepping razor right now.
Hey, what going on, Russia?
There, where you say?
When I coach Greenwich Farm, Mr. Lotian introduced me to somebody who was supposed to be secretary of the Greenwich Farm Football Club. But let's leave it at that.
Yeah. All right, sir.
What we really want to talk to you about, as me here, talk about culture and thing, is three people who we think should be considered for national heroship. And apart from Miss Lou, and the man who don't call Mr. Manley, there's one man who we believe where there's so much in this era for enlightened black people and the people of Jamaica. How do you think?
Tell me now.
Muta Baruka, man. Me rate Muta Baruka for a long time. You see, every time I hear the sound, well, listen, maybe I go Calabar.
You hear it earlier? You hear every time I hear the sound earlier? You hear me play it earlier?
Yeah, me hear it play it earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, man, I remember one time as a Barbarian, with their own Queens and thing, and their own Queens the day, 1982, I'm talking about. And every time I hear the sound, start playing.
That shot, man, them time, man. Every time I hear the sound.
Yeah. And from them day, I rate Muta.
Yeah, man.
Muta for next heroship, I rate Muta.
Yes, sir.
That's why people know say Muta. The work of Muta do, it's to me comparable to what they I don't know if it's literary is the right word or oratory, but he might do a personal sacrifice that that well, I'm rate Muta great.
I can, no doubt.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm a big up Greenwich Farm.
Greenwich Farm, bless up yourself. Yeah, Tinsel Pen and all of them places, all of the street them.
Yeah, man. Mr. Muta in the light now, man.
For real.
Muta with my eye. Muta come like the modern day Miss Lou. You know, see it, and I'm from Bob Marley gone. I didn't mention Bob. Shit, forget.
Yeah. I mean, I say, you like say, forgot to say Bob the on the list.
Yeah, I forgot.
So you say Muta for the on the list too. Well, you say Muta for the on the list too.
Muta for the on the list because Muta make an eye. The best in the from Simple.
Simple,
he might do a good work, but Muta are the forerunner when it comes on to black people. Black people's history, black people,
black nationalism,
esteem. Muta the best, and I can say that.
All right.
So big up Greenwich Farm, big up Muta Baruka, big up the program we are there.
Yeah. All right.
You hear that?
Yeah. Bless up yourself, man. Give thanks. Bless up.
Aye.
All right.
From Africa to Jamaica, alright now. From Italy to Liberia.
Sound of the man Alton Ellis.
Rise up, come on. Hey, kids, take a little stand. Show them that you can. You got the right to show it. You got the right to know it. I don't
man, this hour here on the Stepping Razor brought to you courtesy of Vicroton 2 Iron and Vitamin Tonic. Strength to do a ton of things.
What the Trevor doing? Early this morning, him wash the van, cut the grass, trim the bush, paint the veranda, and now him gone at the farm. And who can forget last night? Him can't stand that me have my Vigorton 2.
Vigorton 2, Iron and Vitamin Tonic.
Strength to do a ton of things.
Yo, Bigo, what go on? Where the fun?
You know, say me go buy some window right now down at Alcor.
For them window most reasonable, come know you're the cheapest man alive.
Me not cheap, but me getting the best quality at the best price. You know you can get a 4x4 double slider window with mosquito mesh from Alcor for only $39.99, and that includes GCT.
So Bigo, like how you save some money with Alcor now. Beg you lend me a little thing till next week now.
Hello? Can't hear you. Bad signal. Me credit done.
Alcor windows and doors.
Quality you can see.
Win your share of over $4 million in cash and prizes when you flex and win with Lasco Food Drink. Win great monthly prize of vacations, scholarships, bicycles, laptops, TVs, and so much more. Send in 5 120-gram or 3 400-gram empty Lasco Food Drink packs or proof of purchase. Your contact information and the slogan "Nutrition never tasted so good." Place your entries in the box and provided over 100 locations island-wide. Every entry gives you a chance to win the grand prize of $500,000 cash. Flex and win with Lasco Food Drink. Finish the price, get rest details.
Say hello to free Facebook on Digicel. No data plan or credit needed. Only a Digicel phone. Stay connected to friends and family with free Facebook on Facebook Flex. And feel free to show some love or some likes or free to connect just to say hello. With Facebook Flex, you can post, like, comment, share, upload photos, and chat anytime, anywhere. Go to facebook.com to learn more. Facebook Flex is available only on Digicel. Conditions apply. Go to facebook.com.
Leave the heat of the city streets. Escape to Reggae Sunfest, the greatest reggae show on earth, and enjoy cool Red Stripe bucket deals at Karaoke Mondays, Pier 1 Montego Bay on July 18th. Red Stripe Beer Wednesdays, Roadblock by Rehab Lounge July 20th, and at Somerville Margaritaville Bay on July 21st. Red Stripe, proud sponsors of Reggae Sunfest 2016. Our music, our festival, our beer. 18 years and older, enjoy Red Stripe responsibly. ID required.
Did you know that up to 85% of brain growth occurs during the first 5 years of life? New Lacto Plus, with 80% more DHA, helps meet expert recommendations for daily DHA intake. A Lacto Plus, designed by scientists, recommended by pediatricians.
This is a Panadol Ultra moment.
Utilities up to standard, so get to know your rights and your responsibilities. The OUR is here to give you advice. The OUR is here to get you to know your rights.
The OUR is here to regulate how the public utilities operate. Water, light, phone and internet. The OUR keep them in check.
Contact us at 1-888-CALL-OUR, the Office of Utilities Regulation. OUR, regulating utilities for the benefit of all.
Reggae Subfest 2016, Catherine Hall, Montego Bay, Jamaica. Dance Hall Night, Friday, July 22. Featuring Beanie Man, Popcorn, Bounty Killer, Ishana, iOctane, Nesbeth, Spice, Jamil, Devin the Doctor, Ding Dong, Ravers Clavers, Cha-Ching, Agent Sasko, Massacre, Tanto Blacks, Don Andre, Version, Charlie Black, Prime Minister, Dre Z, TJ, Romaine Virgo, Ricky Teets, Back in Band, Rough Cut Crew, Warrior Love, MC, Miss Kitty, GT Taylor, DJ Bones. Ticket price pre-sold $3,200 at gate, $3,500 VIP, $6,000.
Sponsored by Jamaica Tourist Board, Iberia Star, Red Stripe, Pepsi, The Cleaner Company,
Zip 103 FM,
and Ari FM.
360 Degrees VR Global live video stream July 17 to 23. For more details, visit reggaesunfest.com.
Antidote Entertainment. Antidote Entertainment presents Solar,
on Sunday, July 24th on the lawns of Witter Village, Ironshore, Montego Bay. The all-inclusive breakfast party from 4 a.m. to 11 a.m. Let's rave for charity as we raise funds for the We Care Cornwall. Come by for one dance, cause we wanna see you again. So large, July 24th.
18 and over, drink responsibly.
On your marks, set.
Celebrate with Flow as we take on the world. Show us your winning spirit for chances to win 3 prizes of $500,000 each or one of 56 48-inch curved smart TVs from Quartz. That's 8 TVs each week. So many ways to enter. Top up your prepaid mobile with $200 or more or purchase a prepaid voice or internet plan. Sign up for or upgrade your landline, cable TV, internet or postpaid mobile account. Pay your bill on time and in full. Show us your winning spirit at Flow. Conditions apply.
Leave the heat of the city streets. Escape to Reggae Sumfest, the greatest reggae show on earth, and enjoy cool Red Stripe bucket deals at Karaoke Mondays, Pier 1 Montego Bay on July 18th. Red Stripe Beer Wednesdays, Roadblock by Rehab Lounge July 20th, and at Somerville Margaritaville Mo Bay on July 21st. Red Stripe, proud sponsors of Reggae Sumfest 2016. Our music, our festival, our beer. 18 years and older. Enjoy Red Stripe responsibly. ID required.
The Jamaican National Heritage Trust presents the 19th staging of the Emancipation Jubilee, marking the 178th anniversary of the abolition of slavery in Jamaica at Civil Heritage Park on July 31. There will be performances by George Banton, Kukudu, Louis Culture, Davenia, Children of the Drums, Carry Folk Singers, Kingston Drummers, Islington Dinky Mini Group, and many, many more. Starting at 6 p.m., admission adults $1,000, children $500. Free chocolate tea. Bring your enamel mug. No mug, no tea.
Hey boy, give me that phone, yeah. See it, you know. Should break some Magnum in the streets. I take over Magnum Snapchat for Magnum Dream Life. How you know say Magnum no do nothing normal. Host like how it hosted by the artist judge from Magnum Keys and Queens of the dance hall. The fluffy diva, Miss Kitty. So you do that something with a big difference. Cause we are catch every single piece of energy, every single piece of vibes. How we are put it up to you. So make sure you follow Magnum at Magnum Talibine. Magnum, we are the key to the city. Hey, must be 18 years old to drink responsibly.
The world's greatest reggae music festival is here. Reggae Sumfest, intermittently and exclusive, only on REFM this Friday and Saturday from 10 p.m. Friday it's dance all night. Going to kill up Beanie Man, I-Octane, Popcorn, Dexter Japs, Ding Dong, Don and Dre, Romaine Virgo, Ching Ting, Agent Sasco, and more. Saturday it's Reggae Night. Luciano Sanchez, Busy Signal, Christopher Martin, Doris Riley, Super Cat, Sumfest Hot and kick off ya now. Friday and Saturday, thanks to THYSELF, bring the beats. Red Stripe, proud sponsors of Reggae Sumfest. Our music, our festival, our beer. Must be 18 years and older. Enjoy Red Stripe responsibly. And delicious. Live to express.
Area shut!
Smirnoff, the world's #1 vodka, presents Smirnoff Tropical Village, the epic weekend, 4 days, 4 events at Risky Business Negril, hosted by Unique, the Curvy Diva, from July 29th to August 1st. Events are Stoplight, Arctic, Baywatch, and Red Cup, sponsored by Smirnoff, exclusively for everybody. Must be 18 and older to enjoy Smirnoff responsibly. ID required.
But what the whole of them have to say, tell me that them wouldn't do them day.
Jitterbug on Saturday, July 30th. Get ready to rock away at Jitterbug. The best of the 90s. Music from Jamaica's finest. Jitterbug vodka mixes inclusive. Jitterbug at St. Lucia Avenue, Car Park, New Kingston. Get your pre-sold tickets for $2,000 or get access with your Flex Week armband.
Stepping Razor, man. We're closing out, you know, because so it go. You don't know. It has been a pleasure with the journey with you today. Stepping Razor hosting for Mota Baruka. Thanks to our guests and so on for, you know, making the program what it was today, and of course you the callers, and of course those who assisted here in the studio. I want to thank up Tony, you know, a producer, Neely, DNA. Yeah, give thanks for all of the strength and everything, and all to you the callers. So we're closing out now, so if you don't hear us again, it's next week you're gonna hear about the legend back on the program, Stepping Razor. So it was a pleasure hosting for him today, and Them time there. We see you. So just go and hold the fort and keep it locked. Keep it same on Area FM.
Blackness, that black power.
And the thing that I'm telling people for the most part is, I don't want your religion. I don't want your help. I just want you to leave my people alone. You know, they always tell black people to get their stuff together, but every time we get it together, you burn it down. Or you find a way to put fraud on top of it. Because the truth is we are the child race of America. And us being ignorant financially, socially, and mentally, we spend like children. We act like children. So us acting the way that we act right now, America makes billions of dollars off of it. So for me, I'm asking everybody, just step back and allow black people to do their thing. And I am very serious when it comes to my people. Rock, I will tell you this. If you want to solve the problem of white supremacy, there's only two things you can do. Praying ain't one of them. Marching ain't one of them. Debating with your enemy is not one of them. There's only two things white supremacy respects. It's the loss of life and the loss of finance. When they passed that law in Mississippi and in North Carolina, what did they do? They contacted PayPal, and PayPal said they're pulling their pulling their contract and their company out of North Carolina. That is what Black Fist is about. It's about you're either going to affect finances or you're going to affect somebody's lives. If those cops felt like if they killed a black man, woman, or child, and something was going to happen to their family or going to happen to them personally, they wouldn't do it.
You said earlier that you felt that integration was one of the worst things that could have happened to black folks.
It is.
And you speak a language now that certainly at a minimum talks about a total reliance on self.
Yep.
So does that equate to a form of separatism?
Well, if you had a child, Rock, that stayed in your house and wouldn't leave for 500 years, right? Would you respect that child? If you know that that child, in order for that child to live, it needed you. If it was hurt, You need their food, their electricity, their hospitals, everything about them. It doesn't really matter what that child says to you, does it? Because they have to do what? Come back to you. See, the thing is, before we can be respected by anyone, everything that I'm telling you, the answer to everything that you asked me today is self. Religion, socially, business-wise, it doesn't matter. Until we get ourselves together, it really doesn't matter. Like, it is all about self. And then when people, it's so funny, and this is one thing that I hate about America. Because I love black people, don't mean I hate anybody else. When I talk about white folks, historically, I can tell you, Rock, you name one place on this earth that an old white man has gone, that the indigenous people of that land hasn't all, if not totally been annihilated, haven't almost been totally annihilated. When is the last time you've seen a Native American in traditional garb? When is the last time you even seen a buffalo, the indigenous animal and indigenous people of this country? When have you seen them? So they talk about how violent we are. But black folks ain't done nothing but love folks. Native Americans haven't done anything but, Native Americans haven't done anything but love folks. The indigenous people of most of these places in the world are people of love. And for me, you have little China, you have little Russia, you have all of these little subsections of America. Why can't we have little Africa? It's not that I don't want you, but I'm just trying to get myself together. But we spend trillions of dollars. If we got ourselves together, that's going to affect them financially. And what did I say that white supremacy hate? The loss of finance or the loss of life.
must be your and my bloodshed that will keep him in power and in control. And so white supremacy and global white domination and rabid racism that runs rampant throughout the face of the planet Earth is based on the murder of the black man and black woman, but black man first. The black man is public enemy number one. Public enemy number one. Oh, he does not spare the black woman. For the black woman is spotted and speckled with all of the shades of color of the color spectrum. Number one, she is all of the colors because she is the original woman. And out of her comes the black, the brown, the red, the yellow, and yes, out of her comes the white. But she is spotted and speckled today in another sense because of the rape of our great-great-grandmothers and our great-great-great-grandma. I'm not going to get into that. Hell, all of them were great. Straight on down the line. The raping of the black woman. So she has not been spared. But again, I say, public enemy number one is the black man. Why is the black man public enemy number one of the white man? The black man is public enemy number one when we study police brutality and global white supremacy. He is number one because as our great psychiatrists and psychologists such as Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, such as Dr. Richard King, such as Dr. Naeem Akbar, such as Dr. Cedric X. Clark, and others have pointed out to us, Dr. Patricia Nono Kosawa Sekhmet, and others of our psychologists and psychiatrists, Dr. Merira Bridges, and others, as they have pointed out to us, the black man is public enemy number one because the world is a white male-dominated world. It is a white male-dominated world. And being a white male-dominated world, then he fears the number one threat to his global rule and his reign of white supremacy. And his number one threat is the black man. And so he fears that the black man will one day wake up. And if the black man, and when the black man one day wakes up, then there is the end to the white man's white supremacy. I'd like to, before I get into the body of my lecture, read a poem for you. I normally don't read poems, but this one is just so good. I got to read this one. You want to hear a poem at the African Poetry Theater? Here where culture is a weapon. All right? The poem is called, it's by Brother Taim, the poem is by Taimbe Jess. And the poem is, when niggas love revolution like they love the bulls. When niggas love revolution like they love the bulls, youth will wear red, black, and green patches over the emblems on their starter jackets. When niggas love revolution like they love the bulls, brothers will gather regularly at barbershops and corner stops to discuss George Jackson and to discuss the handbook of revolutionary warfare and people's war before they go home to take care of their children each night. When niggas love revolution like they love the bulls, playground basketball courts will become military training grounds where we learn to shoot guns at the enemy and not baskets for bets. When niggas love revolution like they love the bulls, we will spend hours and hours watching our children grow into soldiers and not basketball players. When niggas love revolution like they love the bulls, we will know CIA stats, FBI stats, infant mortality stats, police brutality stats, political prisoners and prisoners of war, and literacy training techniques like we know Paxson's shoe size, or Shaq's shoe size, or the way we know Rodman or Pippen's rebounds, or Grant's salary, and all the intimate details of Michael's last gambling spree. When niggas love revolution like they love the Bulls, you will be able to ask any youth on the street, who is Sundiata Akoli? Who is Assata Shakur? Who is Sekou Odinga? Who is Ruchell McGee and Jonathan Jackson? You will be able to ask, who is Matula Shakur? Who is Queen Mother Moore? And they will be able to tell you without skipping a beat. When niggas love revolution like they love the Bulls, you will go on to ask them about Michael Jordan, and they will say, who? When niggas love revolution like they love the Bulls, masses of us will go down to tear up Carolina coroner and his office to find out what really happened to James Jordan, instead of waiting on the word of newspapers and sheriff's offices. When niggas love revolution like they love the Bulls, we will show up in Washington, D.C. with the Million Man March, with our God and with our guns. When niggas love revolution like they love the Bulls, they will start to seriously wonder why one Negro putting a brown ball through a white net makes more money in one season than they will make in an entire lifetime, and do something about it. When niggas love revolution like they love the Bulls, you will see Phil Jackson running up and down an empty court minutes before game time screaming, where are my niggas? Where are my niggas? Where are my niggas? As the niggas leave the stadium to go build liberation schools in their community. When niggas love revolution like they love the Bulls, all niggas will refuse to shoot ball with the president, with or without their dashikis on. When niggas love revolution like they love the Bulls, will become associated with the sound that CIA agents, snitches, rats, and agent provocateurs who join our organizations and work against the legitimate aspirations of our people who yearn to breathe free, drug dealers and others will make when they are thrown gracefully face first into open manholes. Whoosh. When niggas love revolution like they love the Bulls, Nike will no longer be able to sell $160 basketball shoes in the black community, because we would rather spend the money on liberation and revolution. Thank you. When niggas love revolution like they love the Bulls, they will love it more than chitlins, more than All My Children, more than Jerry Curls, more than permanence, more than Cadillacs and Mercedes-Benz and Rolls-Royces and BMWs, cause when niggas love revolution like they love the Bulls, when niggas love their family like they love the Bulls, when niggas love their children like they love the Bulls, when niggas love to be free like they love the Bulls, when niggas love struggle like they love the Bulls, when niggas love dignity like they love the Bulls, when niggas love niggas like they love the Bulls, we will become black people and all the bullshit will hit the fan. Understanding the very origin and the nature and the coding of the white man, and understanding that his very existence and world control and domination and the maintaining of white supremacy is based on the murder of the black man and woman, then it is no wonder that police brutality is to the level that it is in black communities all over America. The cold-blooded murder of Brother Aswan there in Brooklyn just a few weeks, months ago, shot 20 times, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 times. Brother Jerry Lee Amy in Los Angeles, shot 39 times, over 6 feet tall, shot even on his shoulders, which meant, did the cracker get on a step ladder and shoot him on his shoulders, or did they shoot him and shoot him and shoot him down to the ground and keep shooting him even after he was on the ground? You don't have to shoot a damn elephant 39 times to kill an elephant. And Jerry Lee Amy, as always, as all of us are, was the wrong man. Cracker was looking for a robbery suspect. Jerry Lee Amy is playing with his daughter in the front yard, and as they are running across the front yard, the cracker assumes that he is a so-called fugitive of just us. And so they shoot him down on his lawn in front of his baby girl. Brother Philip Purnell would still be alive. In New Jersey, Brother Lewis there in St. Petersburg, Florida, would still be alive as the crackers rolled up on him and claimed that his car lunged forward, that one was on the side and the other one, what kind of fool this is, I don't know. The other cop was supposedly in front of the car looking through the front of the windshield. Common sense would tell a damn fool. You don't have to be a policeman that you don't stand in front of the vehicle. But they claimed the vehicle lunged forward. They shot him. The policeman was never hit by the vehicle. The vehicle never crashed anywhere into the pole or anywhere on the side. Brother Lewis would still be alive if we understood this dynamic better than we understand it. Our brother in Johnny Gamage in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, who was there in the suburbs of Pittsburgh, and the crackers said that he stepped on his brakes and his brake lights came on too many times. His brake lights were blinking too many times, and so they snatched him from the vehicle, and all of them jumped on top of him and beat him and choked him until they choked in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Brother Johnny Gamage to death. Sister Eula May Love and the many that are from the New York area, from the New Jersey area, from Chicago, from Los Angeles, from the South, and throughout. All of them, brothers and sisters, victims of police brutality, and we don't even have the time to name all of us killed at the hands of brute beast police. It was former Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall who spoke at Coward Jew University, sometimes called Howard University. And as he spoke there, he said that the Ku Klux Klan, that the white paramilitary right-wing organizations, the Nazis and others, that the Klan no longer just wears white hoods and white sheets, but now the Klan wears blue uniforms, carries a badge or a shield and a legal quote-unquote weapon, that the Klan now wears black robes and sits on the judge's bench to rule from the courtroom. And so Thurgood Marshall, having been a Supreme Court justice, too afraid to make bold stands himself, but in a sense like the spook who sat by the door, on his way out, he could begin to give up a little bit of the truth. And right here in New York, we have Judge Bruce Wright. And as we read his book, Black Robes, White Justice, in Black Robes, White Justice, Judge Bruce Wright gives us the inside track on the criminal justice system of the white man. And never call it a criminal justice system unless you put the adjective in front of it, that it is a criminal justice system. In fact, it is the criminal justice system. It is no wonder that there is police brutality, because the white man is a criminal. He's the #1 criminal on the face of the planet Earth. Criminals established the criminal justice system of white America. Every law in the penal code system of the state of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, California, Georgia, no matter where, and the penal code for the federal government of the United States of America. Every law in the penal code book, every law was broken by the white man in order to establish that state, to establish this state, and to establish what he calls the United States of America. Every law. Some of you saw us on Herald Ho. That's what he is. It's a little Ebonics. I can't call him Herald Whore. Ebonically speaking, he's a Herald Ho. You saw us with Dr. Alvin Poussant. How many saw it? Poor Dr. Alvin Poussant got up and walked off the stage. Didn't want to be on the stage with me. He said, I can't sit here with Khalid Muhammad. He said, Dr. Khalid Muhammad has said some of the worst things and taken some of the most racist and anti-Semitic stances that I have ever heard of before. He went on to say even Minister Farrakhan had to get rid of Khalid Muhammad. In other words, he was saying, damn, if Farrakhan had to get rid of him, you know he must be bad. All praises due to Allah. So Dr. Alvin Poussant of Harvard University, psychiatrist, eminent scholar among us, got up from the podium on national television. Some saw it internationally. We knew a month or two before the program everybody that was going to be on the program. He knew I was going to be on. I knew he was going to be on. They had the other Negro, what's his name, the prosecutor in the OJ case, Christopher Darden. He was on there. Christopher Darden was there. I brought some Kleenex for him. I didn't get a chance to pass them to him on the program. You remember old Chris Darden, upholding the criminal justice system of white America and supporting white supremacy and cold-blooded police brutality. You remember him that after they lost the case, he stood with Marsha Clark and cried like a baby, just broke down and boo-hooed. Marsha Clark took it like a man, but he broke down and cried like a baby. Why was Christopher Darden crying? He was crying because it was a flashback to the plantation. Every plantation had an old nigga that was a fast nigga. And this nigga, when they were getting ready to whip another nigga, that's not my word, that's their word for us. And if everybody stands up in front of you and dresses it up and tiptoes through the tulips and beats around the bush and dilly-dallies, you'll go right back to sleep. Because some of you want to go back to sleep. Oh, he's using the N-word. Damn N-word. Why do you use the N-word? Because that's what the cracker calls us every day and night. Texaco is not alone. It's Texaco, Shell, Chevron, Texaco, Amoco, all of the crackers. It wasn't just Avis. Avis Rent-A-Car said they didn't want to rent cars to niggas. Say whatever you do, but just if you can get around it, don't rent the darn car to a nigga. That's what Avis said. How many of them saw it in the news? Avis said, look, the niggas put their cigarettes out on the seats. Niggas leave chewing guns stuck on the steering wheel. Niggas have a flat and leave a donut on the damn car. They said the niggas just tear up all the rent-a-cars. Say, you know, we need their money, but we lose so much. Can you try not to rent to them? Tell them something's wrong with their driver's license, their credit card, anything. Bally. You know, Bally with the shoes and stuff. I don't know what the thing was with them. They were talking about. But to all of the crackers, we're niggas. Some to our face, others behind closed doors. Ask Tiger Woods. He's called the winner of the Masters, which is supposed to make him a baby, a master. But to the cracker, he's just another fried chicken, collard green eating nigga. That's all. You might be able to swing a golf stick between your legs and choose the right iron and knock a little white scrawny ball into a hole in black Mother Earth on green grass, which is a game representing global control and white supremacy. That's why they play on the green. And that's why it's a little white ball representing the testicles of the white man. And you must choose the right size iron. They make a big deal over the size of the iron. To knock this little scrawny white ball into a hole in black Mother Earth. But it's a game for control of the turf, of the green, of the land, of the earth. Here comes a baby, 21 years old? 21 years old. And beats all of them pot-belly over the hill old peckerwoods who've been playing golf all their life, some of them. So the cracker just got mad. We call him a fried chicken eating, collard green eating little boy. Said the little boy is doing everything right. Those crackers were embarrassed. They just let black people into the Masters in the 90s and only have about 2. And then he comes in and just takes over and beats them all. But to them, to us, we may be proud that he's a master in the golfing world. But to them, just a fried chicken, collard green eating nigger. Alan Keyes ran for president, wanted to be a Republican. Ain't no difference in the Republican or the Democrat. The political system of the white man will never get us out of this condition. You can run out there and register to vote as much as you want to and brag about how many people you registered to vote. For what? So you registered so many and so many to vote. Will it change the condition of black people? We've been voting ever since the white man allowed us to vote. And we're still in the same condition, if not in a worse condition. And every time you think you voted in a good initiative or a new initiative that is supposed to be for and in our best interest, the white man changes the rules of the game and changes in the twinkling of an eye and turns back the hands of the clock. You thought affirmative action, many thought it was here to stay. You thought food stamps were here to stay. Some of you were big niggas in the community. You had a big roll of food stamp. You be flipping and flashing your food stamp on the rest of the slaves. You had more food stamps than any slave in the community. Peckerwood talking about welfare reform. Democratic presidents signed it. The Republican constituency behind it. Both Democrat and Republican. But this Negro, Alan Keyes, wanted to be a Republican candidate for president. And they had a debate down there in Atlanta, Georgia. He went down to the debate. Clinton is there, Slick Willie. That's what they call him, Slick Willie, and he is slick. Screwed everything that wasn't screwed down when he was in Arkansas. Had the state troopers sneaking women in, bringing them through the window, through the back door of the state house. Poor Hillary somewhere with the dog and the bird and that ugly little daughter they got. Then he says he used to smoke weed, but he didn't inhale. You know, why not just leave the lie alone? The old folks say if you tell one lie, you don't have to tell another one. He smoked weed, but he didn't inhale. Huh? This is crazy as it can be. Would you buy a used car from a guy named Slick Willie? He was there. Buchanan was there. The multi-billion-dollar Peckerwood with the big ears. Pinocchio's nose grew from lying so much. You got $1 billion, you're doing some lying and serious stealing. And you white. So his nose is not growing, this cracker's ears are growing. He was at the debate. All these big crackers, Alan Keyes, the Negro, saying he wanted the good old days to come back. Now, I don't know what this nigga was thinking about. But somehow he worked himself up for that. Showed up in Atlanta as the Republican candidate, a Republican candidate to debate. Showed up at the door. They say, huh? He said, I'm Alan Keyes. I'm here for the debate. They say, for what? I'm a candidate for president. I'm here for the debate. They said, nigga, you here for what? What do you have to say, nigga? He said, but I was a candidate for president. I was a Republican. They said, nigga, you better get on away from here. He said, but I have a right to come in here. They said, call the police. They called the police on this nigga, put him in handcuffs, threw the Republican guy, Negro, running for the Republican slot with the other Republican, in a police squad car and dropped his behind off in one of the worst sections of Atlanta, Georgia, I guess hoping he would get mugged or beat upside the damn head. To other Negroes, he was a candidate for the high office of the presidency of the United States of America. But to the crackers at the debate, he was just another nigga. Listen, nigga, you ain't got no business in here. And they didn't even let the nigga come in to use the toilet. Sent his behind away. You had other Negroes say that if they went Republican, they would have the keys to the White House. When it was over, niggas didn't even have the keys to the outhouse. But it makes no difference whether it's Republican or Democrat. And I'm going to say this whether you like it or not, but somebody has to say it. It makes no difference whether it's an independent political party. Democrat, Republican, independent political party, as long as you're playing by the rules of the white man, you still are not going to win. Separation is the best and only solution into a land or territory of your own. You say, well, I'm a black nationalist. How in the hell you going to be a black nationalist and you ain't thinking about no separation? You can't have a nation unless you separate from your enemy and your oppressor. But nobody wants to talk separation now. You ask them a question about separation and they start tiptoeing and scratching it. Well, you know, that's a last resort, you know. After well, you see, if we can't get along together, well, hell, how much more time do you need to know that we can't get along together? The most honorable Elijah Muhammad said the white man is absolutely disagreeable to get along with in peace, and that no one has been able to get along with him anywhere on the face of the planet Earth. The honorable Elijah Muhammad didn't say, if we can't work things out with the white man, if we can't get justice from the white man. He said, since we can't get justice from the white man. Since is a foregone conclusion. Since means it's already decided. The matter is decided. It's already determined that we can't get along with this cracker. But many want to tiptoe. You don't want a nation of your own. That's not everybody here. When I say you, I mean us in general. Separation is the only solution. The white man broke every law in the state and federal penal code system in order to establish every state in the United States and to establish the United States itself. His Army, his Navy, his Air Force, his Marine Corps, his Coast Guard. These are national policing agencies. He has national policing agencies, FBI. He has international and global policing agencies, Army, Navy, Air Force, alliances, NORAD and NATO and all of this to control the globe like a big white octopus. He has his tentacles stretched out across the globe as a national and international policeman. Then state police. Then county police, then city police, huh? And even the boroughs have special police. Then you go to the damn building and the building got some special police. Here's a cracker watching you in the toilet in some of the buildings. He's standing around wondering and checking. I don't know what he's doing. That's another subject for another time. Police everywhere. What's the purpose? To maintain white supremacy. To maintain global white supremacy. to protect what has been stolen from the rest of the world. The police are not our friends. Now there are black police organizations that are coming up, and some of them are conscious. Some black policemen buck the whole the whole white police establishment. Conscious black policemen who are tired and sick and tired of being tired, who have consciousness, are beginning to build black policing organizations right in major precincts and some minor precincts all over the country, and it's worrying the white man to death. Conscious black policemen, some of them are actually recruiting other policemen, pulling them to the side, teaching them, giving them tapes, giving them liberation literature, taking them to meetings and rallies and conferences, so that that gun that they have on their hip and that shield that they have can be used for us in times of escalated war. Some black policemen are actually preparing for war as we stand here and talk here tonight. The marshals, the U.S. marshals, black marshals, talking of filing a class action suit against the United States Marshals Department. Black members of the so-called Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI agents, have filed class action suits against the Federal Bureau of Investigation, because black policemen are now right in there with them, checking them out every day. Why does the devil keep us apart from his social equality? We send a shout out to all the gods in the earth in the house. Peace. Why does the devil keep us apart from his social equality? That's why you got the CIA, the FBI, black CIA, black FBI, black policemen, black marshals, black sheriffs, some of them now standing up. You got 5%ers, 5% sheriffs, everything has a 5%, a 10%, and 85%. You got a 5% among the policemen coming up, conscious, black as they can be, all across the country. And now that they have been in there where the white man is, they have found out how filthy he is, how wicked he is, how evil he is, and all his affairs. And in finding out how filthy, how wicked, and how evil he is in all his affairs, now the white man wants to run them from among them. And so he's now bringing certain pressure to bear against them and forcing them to take him to court. And I say, like Lorraine Hansberry said, who gave us A Raisin in the Sun and raised the question, what happens to a dream deferred? And ultimately she says, or does it just explode, as she gives us the other options. Lorraine Hansberry, who was nobody's revolutionary. Lorraine Hansberry talked about fighting this cracker by any means necessary. She talked about those who want to use the march to use the march. Those who want to use the ballot to use the ballot. She said those who want to challenge him in court, take him to court, as these black policemen and marshals and sheriffs and others are taking the cracker to court. But she said that there should be others who are armed. Lorraine Hansberry talking, who will shoot from their windows, she said, when these racists come into our community. Now that's Lorraine Hansberry. Some of y'all say, what kind of berry? Strawberry? Who? Lorraine Hansberry. What's that? Raspberry. Who is Lorraine Raspberry? I said Hansberry. Now, what kind of berry is a Hansberry? Go and look up. She's gone on to the realm of the Egun now, to her ancestors. But study about Lorraine Hansberry and look up her work, or A Raisin in the Sun, and you will get a feel for her and a feel for her life. And she talked about shooting.
They say everything can be replaced. They say every distance is of me. Yeah, but I remember
Why am I so insistent upon giving out to them that blackness, that black power, that black pushing them to identify with black culture? I think that's what you're asking.
It's preposterous. You know, to me, there's no such thing as people of color.
To me, we are the most beautiful creatures in the whole world, black people. So my job is to make them more curious about where they came from.
I feel that as a race, that's a minute problem against the problems that we are facing as just women versus men. I literally run away from people that use words like ethnic.
More curious about where they came from and their own identity and pride in that identity.
I find it uncomfortable to have to speak about my identity all the time, when in reality it's not something that drives me or wakes me up out of bed every day.
That's why my songs, I try to make them as powerful as possible, mostly just to make them curious about themselves. We don't know anything about ourselves. We don't even have the pride and the dignity of African people. But we can't even talk about where we came from. We don't know. It's like a lost race. Why am I so insistent upon giving out to them that blackness, that black power, that black pushing them to identify with black culture? I think that's what you're asking.
It's preposterous. You know, to me, there's no such thing as people of color.
To me, we are the most beautiful creatures in the whole world, black people. So my job is to make them more curious about where they came from.
I feel that as a race, that's a minute problem against the problems that we are facing as just women versus men. I literally run away from people that use words like ethnic.
More curious about where they came from and their own identity and pride in that identity. I find it uncomfortable to have to
speak about my identity all the time, when in reality it's not something that drives me or wakes me up out of bed every day.
That's why my songs, I try to make them as powerful as possible, mostly just to make them curious about themselves. We don't know anything about ourselves. We don't even have the pride and the dignity of African people. But we can't even talk about where we came from. We don't know. It's like a lost race.